Welcome to Strip Cover Lit. I'm Adrian Fort.
And I'm Dalton Gentry.
Dalton, tell me
Adrian.
what we're doing with our lives.
This is Variety Hour.
Oh.
Where we talk about stuff. But we're not interesting people.
That's right.
We're running out of things to talk about.
We need your help for Variety Hour.
So if you watch this segment, you enjoy this segment, you want to hear us talk about something, let us know. We'll hit something from the comment section every Variety Hour.
Not necessarily an ask me something.
No, but
just a topic you want to hear these two dickheads talk about.
I think that's fair. What do you want to talk about today, though? Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is defaulting.
Okay.
I'm upset about that.
Why?
Can I get on YouTube right now and say, all right, everybody, I'm defaulting on my student loans. I'm sorry. And how's that going to go for me?
Your credit's ruined.
Yeah, what about Puerto Rico?
Their credit's going to be ruined.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so.
The United States lost their rating. What was it? How's that go? AAA or whatever?
And how bad did that hurt us?
For a first world nation, not bad, because we moved down to the next first world nation rating.
How bad would it hurt me to default?
Real bad.
Exactly. I think I should get the same benefits. I think I should come out and say, all right, guys, can't handle it. I'm just going to default, and I'll move down to the next credit rating, but it'll be okay.
That's what happens.
But if I move down to the next credit rating, that's not okay. That's like years. That's like 7 years or something before you can do anything.
Until it comes off your record. But I guarantee you can still get a credit card in that time.
You probably could, but my lifespan,
build your rating.
7 years in my lifespan is different than 7 years in the lifespan of Puerto Rico.
But it is not different in the lifespan of the inhabitants of the area.
All right.
Who are you talking to? Who are you trying to punish?
While I'm thinking about it, this week we are smoking Casabella nubs. I think that's what they're called, from the Dominican Republic. What do you think about them?
David the Poptimist didn't know what a factory mild was. Basically this. These are a step and a half up from factory milds, but basically this.
They're cheap.
It's decent.
It's okay. It's a smoke.
Yeah.
That's about what it is.
Mine has already gone out twice almost.
This is hard to keep lit, which is not a good sign of a cigar. But since we're smoking cigars again, and we're talking manly things, how do you feel about woodworking?
I have always wanted to get more into it.
And that's the thing. I've been reading about it a lot lately, and I think I want to do some woodworking.
Let's figure it out. You and me. We'll sell strip cover lit boxes.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
He is the man who plays on Parks and Rec as Ron Swanson. I showed you a couple clips of his because you don't have the, TV.
I have been called for years. People have called me Ron Swanson.
The man makes some beautiful products. And that's what he loves. And he promotes it. And he says, this is a great thing. I think I would like to venture into it.
Let's do it. Let's figure it out.
And I never took shop or anything like that in high school because I did, Theater. So I don't know where to begin. I will probably lose some fingers trying to, saw.
Who wants to die with 10 fingers?
But I think that it's just such a beautiful thing, is taking nothing and making it into something, and something that's long-lasting and stable. And hell, if I can make a cribbage board, I'm happy.
Writing is that way as well. Taking nothing, making something.
It certainly is.
We have the Hot and Sticky Summer Novel Writing Challenge.
We do. If you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you give it a look.
We would love to promote not only woodworking with this channel, but also literature.
We could do a woodworking segment.
We'll do a woodworking tag once we're into it.
Playing with wood with strip cover lit.
Yeah, something like that. We'll figure it out. We're creative.
Anyway, any subjects? Anything you want to bring to the attention?
We are quickly approaching 500 subscribers.
At a dramatic breakneck speed.
Which can only mean bad things about humanity. But we have something very special planned for our 500 subscriber celebration. It will remain a secret. at this point. But let's just say that our dastardly knows no bounds.
If you are a fan of the BookTube community and you've been in the BookTube community for a long time, we don't know how you're going to take it. We hope you take it in jest. Gilbert Gottfried is one of my favorite comedians because Gilbert Gottfried runs on a philosophy that you should never apologize for a joke. And this is the man who comes out after tragedies and horrible events and jokes about them and gets a lot of flack every time and never once apologizes. And in due time, it's funny.
I believe that part of the human experience that makes us different than most of the animal kingdom is our ability not only to laugh, but to laugh at ourselves.
Absolutely.
To make fun of ourselves and to make fun of our constituents and...
So when we say we're going to do something in jest, we hope it's taken in jest. We like to have fun. We make fun of ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
The restricted section did our beer book tag. Was it the beer tag?
It was the...
What tag was it?
Oh, God, what was that?
We suck as people. They were drinking
it,
beer.
obviously.
They were drinking beer because we suggested beers to them.
Was it the BookTuber BookTube book tag?
I don't know what tag
Yeah, it was the BookTuber BookTube book tag.
We have so many tags, they're running together now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Because they were being us.
They parodied us. We love it. We ate every second of it up. So you have to be able to laugh at yourself.
It does mean war, by the way.
It really does. As somebody
It does
took the
mean
time.
war.
So you have to laugh at yourself. And
This is coming from two men who have read The Art of War. So prepare yourselves, restricted section. No, that's not what this is about.
oh no,
That's
no,
not
no.
what this is about. But this is war.
Oh my. So that's one of the beautiful things about comedy, though. And there's nothing worse than going to a comedy club and seeing someone fail. And I'm not going to say, I don't want to use the word fail.
I don't want to use worse.
Because they went up there with more integrity and determination than I could have, and they didn't get the response they wanted.
Right.
So it takes a lot of guts to joke about things anymore.
To do comedy.
All right, so we applaud the restricted section for that. And hopefully...
Even though it wasn't funny.
You monster. And hopefully people will have relatively the same sense of humor that we do.
That's not going to happen, Dalton.
No, we've always been kind of ostracized.
This could ruin us.
Yeah. Hey, but we're close to 500. Now, when I went on vacation, I said, Adrian, when I come back April 24th, I want 400 subs.
That's not the first thing you said. The first thing you said was don't ruin anything. And then you said I want 400 subs.
Because I left you in charge of the internet. I said, Adrian, please just don't ruin anything. I want 400 subs. We almost made it. We were $3.99. The first day when I came down to visit you to film, after I got back from vacation, we hit 400.
We hit 400 on your drive here, I think.
On my drive here, which would have been April 24th, 25th. April 25th. Between April 25th and May 2nd, we are at 478.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that. We're glad more people are finding this channel. And that's really exciting for us because this is what we got going for us. I mean, this is 25 and 30 years of reading, actually now doing something
with it. Yeah.
We
doing
were
something with. I was thinking about this the other day. Between all of the time that I wasted away in community college, and then redeclared my major once I went off to university, and then actually got a master's degree. You're probably looking at a man with $80,000 worth of education. And I've just pissed on everything. Right?
Well, you know, even at university level at undergrad, we were always those guys.
Statler and Waldorf.
We were Statler and Waldorf. Like, everybody is either showing up to class 100% determined and they're going to change literature, or they're just there because, damn it, they need one English class to graduate. But we're the guys in the back poking fun at everybody, having a good time, not taking it too seriously. But on the other hand, we're doing all the reading. Well, Adrian's doing all the reading, then the work. And I don't know. I mean, we've always kind of been that group of person, if that makes sense.
That group of person?
That group of those. We are those guys. That's the thing, like we'll meet people, who have gone on and done wonderful things with their degrees.
Have adult jobs.
And they're like, oh, you were those. I remember you guys sat like either right next to the desk or in the back and just kind of laughed every, 20, 30 minutes, just a cackle.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, it was us. We had a good time.
We've been smoking cigars ever since.
So it is nice to know that people are acknowledging something that you're doing. I mean, we're basically talking about us right now for this whole video, but it's nice. I'm incredibly grateful.
Yeah, absolutely.
That it's an incredible thing.
I remember sending out the tweet, I don't remember the day, that we crossed 1,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
That was not too long ago. We've already hit 15,000 minutes more. So we're cruising heavy towards that second 1,000-hour hallmark, I guess I'll call it.
And we're reaching goals, and I mean, I don't know how other people do their channel. I mean, I don't know if we're doing things the same or different, but we sit down and we constantly talk about what's our goal for this month, what's our goal for the next year, what can we do different, what can we do better, what worked, what didn't work, how can we improve. An important thing that I think a lot of people don't is how can we include people in community. We are 100% adamant, firm believers that BookTube is for everyone, and I mean, this is a community growth thing. We want to grow alongside with everyone.
Look, the lack of community is part of what has killed the literary scene, right? Part of what has killed readership in the United States. Part of what has killed the writer's life. Right? When there is no authority to point to, A, no one has direction, and B, no one really seems to care, right? It's anarchy on the literary scene.
Chaos. I mean, what I would love, and I don't know if it's accomplishable or maybe it's easier, but when you look at the Lost Generation, who we've talked about a lot, we have an ideological sense towards Hemingway and Fitzgerald, Gertrude Stein. They got together at the cafe, the bar, whatever you want to call it, and they smoked and they drank and they wrote and they told stories and they talked about books and they talked about art and literature.
And then they went and wrote them.
I would love to do that. I mean, I know they do like BookTube meet and greets, and we've never been invited to one.
And we never will. Especially after this 500 video.
Ooh. How can we do that? Can we say, hey, world, we're going to be in Kansas City tonight, or this night. We're going to be at this bar, drinking beers. Come by and let's just talk.
I think we'll be able to once we hit, say, 300,000 subscribers.
That's a pretty heavy goal.
Yeah, not very many people have 300,000 subscribers.
But it is interesting when people contact you on like Twitter or something, because they either are very brash and they're like, hey, what are you doing with this video? I like it. Or they're very timid. Like they're afraid to approach you. I don't like that. I mean, if you want to shoot us a question on Twitter sometime or on YouTube, shoot us a question. Yeah. We really like to engage with the community.
That's what we're here for.
That's what it's about.
Go back to our newbie tag and check it out.
That's what it's about.
We're here for community.
So,
I have talked time and again about writers groups and things like that, and how it's impossible to start them and impossible to keep them going and impossible to find writers anymore. So if we have to do that across countries, damn it, we're willing to do it.
We've met some very interesting people on this venture. Apparently this variety hour just became Let's Reminisce. But it's been quite the wild ride, and we're only 4 months in now. I mean, we're babies in the YouTube community.
Our YouTube date has has November 2015 on it.
Because we wanted to...
we signed up.
Yes. But we started producing...
First video dropped early December, which was a thank you to Facebook. Because we reached, 100 likes?
Yeah, we were thrilled.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that was as big as this was going.
But we really started to produce late December. So right about the beginning of the year. So it's been quite the ride. I guess we're 5 months in now. I can't count.
We're on the road to 5 months, right?
On the road has fried my brain. But it's really been quite the adventure. And it's exciting to see new people in the community.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see what new people are bringing, what some of the older pillars of the community are doing to adapt to changes in BookTube. I think it's really interesting, and it's great. It really
Basically,
is.
we're still here to fuck shit up.
Don't get me wrong. I think we do that on a weekly basis. I mean, I really like to imagine people sit around and they're like, ah, Christ, what are they doing? They're ruining it.
They're still going?
How?
Haven't those cigars killed them by now?
So, that's what we got. We did decide earlier today, we're going to have to do a fishing trip.
Thanks, Erica.
Thank you, Erica. I'm excited about that. We're going to share a manly fishing experience.
That will probably be our next story time with Strip Cover Lit type. We'll have 6 stories or something.
I'd love to somehow film us fishing, variety hour style. I think it'd be really exciting to live catch you catching a fish.
Do you think I could catch one with a cigar?
I don't know, you might be able to. I mean, I don't know if that's like illegal to be trying to poison the fish.
Nicotine poison.
But I guess we gotta make it happen.
Yeah.
Anything else you really want to say here? I mean, this has really just kind of been about us. I don't know what else to say.
You say woodworking. What about metallurgy?
I think this is me. I think woodworking would be easier.
It would be. I might be able to get us an in with someone who works metal. We could maybe do a show that way.
Would be interesting.
No.
I think it would be fun to try new things. Now, one of the things we have talked about for maybe a future video or a future channel segment is how many days to a better you?
I said 60.
60 days to change something.
Yeah.
Where we would...
60 days a vegan, 60 days of this, 60 days a power lifter, 60 days a marathon runner.
Where we would live the life of something that we want to do 60 days as a woodworker.
Yeah.
And see what we could accomplish in that day, because in 60 days it would become a habit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be very interesting to look into.
That would probably be if we ever become full-time YouTubers.
I agree. There's a lot of work to go into that.
So if you'd like to join our Patreon and get us there quicker.
Besides that, I really don't think I have much else to say this week.
I have a question for other content producers. We lose about 16% of our subscribers. Basically, like 1 in 6 people that subscribe to Strip Cover Lit end up hitting the unsubscribe button at some point. Is that normal, or are we just dickheads to that degree?
I think it's normal growth. I really think it is.
At that rate, though?
Yeah.
I know people lose subs.
I don't think that's something to worry about.
But double-digit percentage?
And when it really comes down to it, the subs are a nice thing. They keep us going.
Well,
when you wake up, you see how many you got, you're like, oh man, that's awesome. I'm so excited to film again. But it's not about that.
No, it's not.
About bringing literature into other people's lives.
And it's about community. How do you grow that community?
Exactly. And we are so thrilled. There is a sea of Chuck Palahniuk right now in the BookTube community.
Yeah.
And that
Huge
is
influx.
awesome. And a lot of people have, said, hey, I saw Strip Cover Lit read this, and now we're reading Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk, and that's awesome.
We might be getting response videos for our Harry Potter series,
Ooh.
which thrills me to actually have that interaction with other channels to the extent that we do in our comments section.
That's wonderful. It is. And that's so exciting because we have a high regard to Fight Club. And it's so exciting to see someone else read it because we're like, oh, you've got to do it. You got to read it. It's so great. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
And this, with the Harry Potter response videos and people doing their own Harry Potter videos, it would thrill me, absolutely thrill me, we throw out there the themes and the things we pick up from these books.
Yes.
I would love not to just get a review from other booktubers, but to hear the things that you were reading into the text, to hear things that you were seeing new to this reading of the text, to see how your age and your world experience have changed Harry Potter for you.
It's different for everyone. It really is. So, I think that's what we got for Variety Hour. I think we call that one good. I feel better, like I got a lot off my chest. That was wonderful, very therapeutic.
Keep your eyes open if we do happen to hit the 500 subscriber mark.
Oh my. Make sure you comment below. What would you like us to be talking about? It doesn't have to be literature related. It could be anything related. And we'll try to hit some more of these subjects. I mean, we feel like we're just talking about things that are pertinent in the news or something we caught. We'd really like to talk more about what you care about. Besides just listening to us bitch. So hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you want to see out of this.
Like us.
Like us.
Hit the thumbs up.
That's what that gets us through the night when we know that people actually like us.
Follow us on Twitter at Stripped Cover.
And on Facebook at Strip Cover Lid.